All right, welcome to take 300 of this. Just kidding. Hi, my name is Scott. You're listening to the Coffee and Books Book Talk. Oh, yeah. So today we're going to be talking about An American Jew by Stephen Pressfield. It's where a writer confronts his own exile and identity, being specifically somebody who grew up in the United States and relates to Israel. So what is this author known for? Stephen Pressfield is known for writing fiction and nonfiction. This book was primarily published alongside another famous best-selling book of his called The Lion's Gate, which covers the Six-Day War, which is an Israeli history lesson or war that happened that if you don't know anything about, you should definitely read that first before coming to this. But this is basically an author's opinion of how his identity changed when he was researching that other book. So he goes to Israel, he interviews different authors and famous soldiers and rabbis and reporters and artists, and he's talking to them about his own identity and their identity and how they sort of belong together. So a great example of this is the author talks about growing up, how he did not know he was Jewish. He found out through his family years and years later that his family had anglicized their name and that they had tried to hide the fact that they were Jewish over hundreds of years. And so then he sort of reconnected to his roots, which is what led him to be writing this book. This author writes about large amounts of topics and covers all different kinds of historical time periods. But like I said, this piece in particular is really good if you want a companion piece to The Lion's Gate. And so what I liked about this book was really good because it's just a reflection of the author's thoughts and opinions. It is not trying to touch on any controversial topics and subjects. The sole idea of this book is just to talk about, hey, this is my identity and this is how I relate to this place. Because, my religion was inspired by this place and your religion probably it was touched on it too. And by the way, I'm here now looking at all these amazing things that have happened. And by the way, let's talk about them. It touches on everything from Masada, which is a very famous historical place that occurred, with battles between the Jewish people and the Romans. It touches on modern, sensibilities and topics. But mainly what I liked best about this and why I give this book a 5 out of 5 is that this author is basically taking into the account the fact that, this is a controversial place. And what I'm doing is I'm not touching on the controversy. I'm just going to give you my opinion about why I like it. And I'm going to give you my opinion about why I changed when I was writing this book. And most importantly, I'm going to say, I don't see myself as living there, which is what this author said, but I was definitely impacted while I was there. And that is the experience that I personally relate to. So anyway, I thought it's a good book and you should check it out. And thanks for listening to my book talk. Please share.